Minecraft. Let's talk about it. So we don't really have to talk about it. I'm just gonna talk at you because this is a YouTube video. But basically, I have been invited, and by I mean my brother, has been invited to the Minecraft movie premiere here in Sydney. And out of respect for my pure love for the game, I'm gonna make a diamond helmet out of rugs. Because as we have learned in the past, wearing anything that is made out of tufted material is very heavy, especially if it's top heavy. I'm not making any other armor, I'm just making the helmet. I would like to make the armor, but listen to me, the challenge here is I have 2 days, 2 days to do this. Today, and it's already 4 p.m. and tomorrow. Thoughts and prayers are very much appreciated. But anyways, I scoured the internet to try and find the net shape of a Minecraft helmet, and I was successful. This is literally every panel that I'm gonna be needing to make out of a rug. And these little flaps here are just gonna be the tufting fabric that I will not cut out and use to attach to each other in a way that creates the Minecraft helmet. So I'm gonna make that, but bigger. Now, last night when I was brainstorming on how the hell I'm gonna do it, I got anxiety, so I started making a cardboard version. However, I did not have enough cardboard to finish it. This was just random cardboard I found in my room, and I had a pair of scissors and some sticky tape. And this is what I made. So I'm thinking, is this too big? Because it's just gonna get bigger once it's actually a rug, because it'll be like thicker that way. So do I make it slightly smaller, but then that means this will be a little bit less and it'll like go up higher? I don't know. The more ridiculous it looks, the better. Let's just do this size. Okay, I have more cardboard obviously here in my studio, so I'm gonna make the other side just so I can visually see what the hell I'm doing. At this point, just call me Steve.
I am Steve.
Since that's all sorted, I've got the measurements in my tiny, tiny brain ready to go. I don't think I'm going to project the image. I think I'm just going to trace it out with a ruler. So in order to do that, we need to get the frame ready. Now with my measurements, I only need it to go just over 1 meter across and then like 40 centimeters up. And right now this middle part is way too much and I don't want to be wasting my tufting fabric because that shit is gold. So I have a solution. So the way my frame actually works is I can move this beam, and this beam to anywhere else on the frame. I should probably take this off. Remnants from my last rugs. Oh, I'm so sentimental about stupid things. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this beam completely. Done. And then, now this is a 2-person job or a Chrystal job with crippling anxiety, crippling pain, chronic pain, broken back, legs, arms. Shut up. I'm gonna move this beam to be about here. So then I have this much space, which is about 60 centimeters of tufting area by almost 2 meters across. Perfect. Who's ready to watch me struggle? It's okay to ask for help. I just hate inconveniencing people. Hi, my name's Chrystal Christie, and this is Struggle Street. This is going surprisingly well. Screw change. Why did that make me lose my breath? You guys hear that ringing sound? That was ridiculously easy, like way easier than usual, and I don't know why. Frame is all set up. Next, we need to stretch the fabric on there. Now that the frame is a perfect size, we need to get some of this onto some of this, but not like that. Is this big enough? Wait a second. It's not. Lucky I have more. This is a lot of fabric. It's done and I am breaking out into a sweat. I love Minecraft. So I have big brained my way through avoiding using a projector, and instead I have redesigned the net of this onto Adobe Illustrator and used the Adobe Illustrator measure tool to know the exact measurements of every single little square and how long it needs to be, how tall it is, how big each panel is, so that way I can just trace it directly onto the fabric without having to use a projector that will probably warp it. I haven't cracked the code on how to not warp my projector image, so if anyone has any idea, please let me know. Okay, now that you know what I'm doing, I'm gonna do it. And it's done, thank God, because my brain started to hurt quite a bit. It looks pretty cool. I believe everything's kind of accurate. It's accurate enough. It's accurate to the eye, and that is all that matters. Let's just skip to the fun part. Tufting. Okay, it is taking shape. The white is all in there, and now I can show you the beautiful colors that I bought today. Are you kidding me? Is that not the most perfect Minecraft diamond helmet colors you've ever seen? I'm so keen to put these in. I bought quite a lot. Actually, looking at it on the frame now, I'm like, probably didn't need this much. And I already have so much of this in my stockpile that I've got anyway. So, in this drawer, yeah, look, I have so many of them. And I've got 2 of these. So these are the colors. I just went and bought more of these and a couple more of these. I did not need to do that. Oh my gosh. Oh, a baby has been born. We must cut the umbilical cord. Enough of that. Yeet. Where's the baby? The baby! I must unravel the baby, unfortunately. You're going to be turned into a Minecraft diamond helmet. Another baby! Okay, so I'm filling in the lighter parts, which is all in the middle, and then I just have to outline it, and it's done. Let's get going. God, if you squint, that pretty much just looks like it, even though the outline's not done. But okay, let's go look at the other side. I'm so excited. Ah, it's so good. Oh my gosh. So fluffy. Okay, we're gonna speed run the hell out of this outline. 3, 2, 1. Hold on a second. I'm tweaking a little bit right now. This is giving me flashbacks. And not good ones. Times where this color was particularly valuable. It's okay, it's in the past. That happened in the past. You're not in Jazz's studio anymore wondering where the hell you're gonna get yarn from. It's all over. It's done. The Monopoly rug's finished. It's okay, Chrystal. It's okay. Okay, shake it off, girl. You got shit to do. Tufting. Ah! Stupid. Tufting is done. Now I gotta glue it. Let's do it. Am I a poet? I know it. Using my good and trusty carpet and cork glue that I've literally been using since day dot of making rugs. I've never used anything else. I lie, except for the cement of my first rug. So dumb. This stuff has never failed me. Ugh. Putting a little bit of the glue on the edges of where the little, what do you call these? Where these little flaps are that are gonna be the attachments to each side of the net, just so it's more stable and that it doesn't fray, even though they will be getting hot glued down. But just for some stability's sake, a little bit on the lines. All right, she's glued. So I gotta let it dry, and that's about all I can do for now. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, it's tomorrow, and I'm ready to cut it down. Let the shaving begin. Okay, the shaving is all done. I think I'm just gonna cut it out now, obviously leaving the flaps that I drew out here in the orange, but I might leave the edges because I haven't carved all the edges out just because I'd like to put it together first, I think, and then snip all the edges and make it all neat after all is said and done, just in case, because there's nothing like going through a whole project, putting it together and realizing there's a little bit of a hole there. So I'd rather not there. So I'd rather there be too much yarn than too little yarn, so I'm gonna leave it there just for safety. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it out and keep going. Our helmet is coming to shape shortly. Going to be speak English. Helmet is about to happen very soon. Oh my god, sneak peek. That's everything. But it's obviously very floppy. So in order to combat that, I'm going to use some of my very special, very thick red felt that I have here. And I'm going to put it on every single panel of the helmet individually. That way, when I fold it, it'll have more structure to it. It'll hold more stable blur. All of these panels cut out to perfection. I'm now going to glue them down to the actual rug itself. But you won't see majority of these panels, especially this top one here, and I'll show you why in just a moment. But first, let's spray these off. All the panels are now way more structured. Like, look at that. It's already taking shape. In comparison to that, it's like floppy. We love shape. So then that'll fold like that. Then that one will fold like that. And then they all go onto the bottom. This is gonna be a little bit complicated to do. And I don't know if there's gonna be a right way, a dumb way, a wrong way of doing this. I don't know just yet, but I'm ready to figure it out. Close it all up. There's this flap here on the inside that will be attached once it's all attached together, I think. And then to finish it, that bottom piece, I'm going to glue just there. So it covers all of the fabric like that. And then this I will cover, maybe the styrofoam will cover it. It might not. Otherwise, I'll just put another piece on top of that. But that's kind of it. Look at that. That's the helmet. Oh my gosh. Let's try it on. Oh my god. Oh my god, I am stiff. Okay, I've decided before I start assembling the actual thing, because I do only have one shot at doing this correctly, I'm going to assemble this paper version that we printed out in the exact way that I'm going to assemble the big one, just so I know exactly what I'm about to do before I start doing it. I love it. Just realized I'm still wearing the goggles. It's a bit random. Now let's turn this into this. Guys. Oh my god. It's actually... I'm fucking dead. It's so big. I love it so much. Oh my. Okay, what's next? We are going to neaten up the inside because that is really ratchet looking. Yes, it's a red back rug, but it's going to be more of a red inside rug. Red inside rug! I gotta put this panel in there now. Like I said, I left it out so that I could put it in there and then cover it up. This is just for stability. You won't even see this panel on the inside. So it'll look like that, because then I'm going to carefully cut this styrofoam and place it inside that way and then cut out like a head hole so that it can actually stay stable on my head like that. Obviously my head hole will be cut out and it'll sit like on there, and that way it won't like do that. It won't do that. It'll just sit. It's all coming together. Actually, hold that thought. I was just looking at it, and I think before I get to the like finer details of finishing the insides and whatnot, I want to shave the outside. So like, as you can see, like all of those bits need to be cleaned up. I think we will get through the messy part now before I start doing the finer details. Okay, let's get to it. Shaving done, I'm now going to glue this into the center. Done. Okay, so I actually went and bought a bunch of beautiful red velvet that I'm going to line the inside with. I know we've already got the red felt. Obviously, we've got this eyesore here, even though we probably won't be able to see it once we put the styrofoam in, but the styrofoam is also going to be covered with the red velvet. So I think you will see it. Anyway, I didn't want red velvet and red felt. I just wanted the velvet just to be beautiful and just scrumptious. I'm just going to measure out all my pieces, cut them, and then glue them on. Probably spray glue them as well. So, in order to really make it a red back rug, we've got to put the black trimming on. I've never done it on a 3D thing before. I'm going to put the trimming on around all the edges here. It's probably going to be difficult. The helmet is pretty much done, but now I got to make an insert so that it can actually sit on my head correctly and not move around. I have these two random pieces of styrofoam that just, I don't know, found them in the living room. They are the perfect size. They fit right in it. This one has an indent of this square, and I thought, what if I cut a little block of this one, glue it inside one of the squares, inside the other square, and then do like a half circle so that it fits the top of my head. I don't know, but I did get this from Amazon, ordered it last night. Foam wire cutter. I gotta figure out what is gonna fit on my head. Thinking. Don't think that's coming out. Probably won't even have to glue it in there. That's in there, like that. And then, that's a good placement, right? Bear with me.
Making the insert of the actual helmet was so difficult. I started off by cutting off each corner of this other square styrofoam piece I had and then put them in the corners of the one that had the square indent in it just to see if it would fit, and it didn't. So I was thinking a lot, and I thought, okay, well I need to make it smaller so that my head can fit into it. And I also had this stuff, which is sticky on one side, just to add a little bit extra padding on each side, I don't know, for stability. And I really thought I was onto something here, but yeah, it didn't work, unfortunately. And that's because I got a fat head, and that's okay. I needed everything to be shaved down and at a curvature this time. It needs to be in the shape of my fat head. This wire cutter is so fun to use, by the way. Adding more padding on the side, I was getting somewhere. But this time I thought, okay, maybe I need more stability on the sides of my head. So I cut two little barrier pieces that I was going to attach to it, and it started to take shape actually. It was making more sense that this would be the insert. And this, it just didn't work again. It needed some more stability. So I thought, okay, what about a back piece? But it just wasn't hugging my head correctly. So I freaked out a little bit and decided to take it all apart. You just know shit's getting real when the time lapse turns on. Here I am with the hot wire stick thing, and I was shaving everything down. I needed it to hug my head in a way that I could squish it on, but it wasn't falling off. Eventually I found a pattern that sort of worked, or the padding was working. The next step was actually gluing it all together. Now, did you know that hot glue melts styrofoam? I didn't know that, so I tried the spray glue. Did you know that also melts styrofoam? I ended up trying, I think, maybe 4 different spray glues until I found one that did not melt it, but it did take a whole minute to set before I could actually glue the pieces together. So a lot of this is me spraying it, waiting a minute, and then putting it on, and that really pissed me off because I need things to happen right then and there. So this was it was a bit of a but slowly, block by block, you might say, it all came together.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, that was really f***ing hard, but I did it. Doesn't look like much, but it fits my head, and that is all that matters. Obviously, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna fall off, but I think with the weight of the actual rug, when it sits, because this is obviously really light, but when it sits, it'll be heavier and it won't move. But also I'm going to cover it in a layer of this velvet, which adds another padded area on the inside. Final touches now. I obviously need to put the final touch on, the Redback rug tag. I have this little tester that I was testing all the glues on, and I glued some of the fabric on, which sprays it, this one. So the fabric I'm going to spray on using this glue, but then when I wanted to iron on my patch, I just ironed over the fabric that I glued onto the styrofoam, and it melted. So completely melted situation happening in there. What I will do is I'll iron the patch onto the fabric first and then find the middle piece and glue it in there and work my way around. This is gonna be extra difficult too. I'm kind of extremely nervous to do this because if I do this wrong, I'm not sure what happens next. I have to hold this with my teeth. One sec. Oh, it's, oh no. Holding it wrong. Oh no. No. Now I just got to get the tag to go right in the middle. Just lay it. It's already sticking. I just know this is gonna be, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Go for it. Oh, it's not working. If this isn't correct and perfectly symmetrical, no one say a word. Flatten it all out on the inside so at least the inside bit looks good, because the sides can look as chaotic as they need to. Okay. Okay. And then, oh, amazing. Now I just need to fold it over to the sides. Okay, I'm gonna struggle through that. We're gonna time lapse it because it's probably gonna be a lot of swearing on my behalf. We don't need to do that. I did it. It was really hard, but I'm actually kind of concerned because when I did test putting the foam inside of the helmet, it only just fit. And this definitely adds like an extra maybe centimeter collectively around. So I'm nervous to put this in. It's really going to be a tight fit, but I'm not going to glue it in the helmet. It's just going to be in the helmet. I'm just going to squish it in there. But it fits perfectly on my head and it's like, that ain't going nowhere. And it's the shape of the helmet too, which was not intended. But anyway, the moment of truth. Oh my god. I need a pickaxe. I'm so happy with how it fits. Can I see? Not really at all. How cool does it look like this though? And I'm like, with my diamond pickaxe in the other hand. Damn, this took me all fucking day. I'm so happy with it. Does it look cool? Here's the all angle spin. I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed. It is really heavy. So like obviously if like I look down too much, it'll fall. And same with if I like look up too much, it'll fall. But that's just because it's a heavy ass helmet. And that is okay. I can deal with that. For the most part, it's stable. It's not like I'm gonna be looking up and if I do, I'll be like this. If I'm looking down, I'll be like this. I think I'll just like have it on for photos and then just hold it here like a helmet. Or like I'm going into battle, going to watch the Minecraft movie. So cool. Okay, I guess I'll see you at the premiere. The final product. Hold on. Wow. What do we think? We've got the cyan blue shoes, cyan blue shirt. Hold on, the makeup. My helmet, of course. This I've literally had since I was probably 12. And this is the fit. I actually can't explain to you how excited I am to watch this movie. So I'm gonna go watch it and I'm gonna take you with me. Also, I'm low-key not sure if it's actually a premiere. I think it's more of like a screening for children. So I might have gone a little bit tiff with this whole thing. Or maybe I haven't. Let's see. That has got to be the most cooked movie I have ever watched, but I loved every second of it. And I hope you loved every second of this YouTube video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This was so much fun to make. Let me know in the comments if I should make the entire armor set, because I will. And also, should I open a Minecraft server and will you play? Please comment and let me know. All right, thanks for watching. Bye guys.